Have you ever fished the Mississippi River in the dark? Many species, like the walleye, feed heavily at night after moving from deeper holes to shallow structure near the shorelines. Braving the dark may put you on the best action of the year. One of the apparent issues with fishing at night is the lack of lighting. Equipping your boat with a good set of LED lights will make the experience much more enjoyable. Join me as I light up the boat below a Mississippi River lock and dam to chase these night cruising walleyes. All right, sun is going down. You can't see it because it's cloudy, but we are out gonna try some night fishing this afternoon. Plan on fishing after dark, and hopefully these walleyes are cranked up. You can see we're right below the lock and dam. This is the first spot I've tried. I haven't been up by the lock and dam for months, so I'm not really sure what to expect, but in the fall when the water starts to cool down, these fish can be caught up by the dam. They will move up river in migration during the fall, not quite to the degree they do in the spring, but there is some fall migration. And we're hoping to find some of these fish up by the dam feeding on schools of bait that also hang out around the dam. I got a little everything tied on. I got some hair, I got some plastics, I'm throwing a crankbait right now, got a rip and wrap tied on. So we're just gonna throw a little everything, see if we can catch some walleyes or whatever bites. I'm excited to be out. It's a beautiful evening. There's hardly any wind, and if there's fish around, they should be chomping. Ooh, big fish. It's something big here. I snagged it or what? It's not a walleye. All the reels in today's video are from PC Fun. To order your PC Fun reel, go to PCFun.com and use promo code AnglerX18 at checkout for 18% off your order. Not fighting like a catfish. There's a catfish. Snagged him. There we go. Nice channel cat hanging up here right in this current seam. Should be no surprise that these guys are up here as well. Not really what we're after, but it was a fun battle. We'll get them back. Next one. Good fish. Started raining here. Moved over to the other side of the dam and just cracked our first fish. Hope the rain isn't bothering the camera here, but this feels like a decent walleye. Is it a pike? It's like a pike. Maybe I won't net them. See if I can get them in without the net. It's hooked pretty good. There we go. Look at that. Okay. So far no walleyes, sauger, that catfish, no pike. Nice fish. He smoked that jig. I thought that was a nice walleye the way he hit it. Get him back. If they're in here, so are the walleyes. Fish. Fish on. Switched over to the rip and wrap. And hooked up on a fish here. Maybe they want a little more aggressive. There's a walleye. Barely hooked him. Not a giant, but we're on the right track now. Oh, first walleye. Show. That's a rip and wrap. Scores another one. This one's a sog. Pretty slow going. It's that little walleye and then this little sauger and then that pike, but not the fishing I was hoping for. Fish right under the boat. A better one. There we go. I was jigging that rip and wrap right under the boat. That's a nicer walleye, probably 14-incher. They're getting bigger. Let's see if we can keep this going. There's a fish. Looks like a good one. Cracked it. Rip and wrap. There we go. Oh, they're getting bigger. There's a nice looking walleye. That's a keeper size. 15-16-incher. Just popping that rip and wrap along the bottom. They seem to want that rip and wrap more than the jig tonight. Must be that erratic action. It's getting them triggered to bite. Starting to put it together here. Using the blue and chrome rip and wrap. It's a number 6. Might be the flash or something that's getting them to bite, but that's what they're hitting. There's one. Felt that one hit. Ooh. It's tugging. Got him up under the chin. He smacked it and incidentally got hooked. Well, he's got the one in the mouth, so that's they're chomping. Oh, another great looking walleye. 14-incher, 15-incher. Really nice fish. Let's keep after them. I'm right up in by the auxiliary gate of the dam here. You can see the Corps of Engineers has a bunch of equipment in here. I normally want to fish basically where that barge is sitting right now, but I'm casting right up to it, letting that rip and wrap work along the edge of it, and they're hitting right down in here. And what it is it's deep out here in the main flow current. I'm sitting over 20 feet of water right here, but as it comes up in there where the current pushes up in, there's like a rock ledge, and I'm bouncing that rip and wrap along that rock ledge, letting that rip and wrap hit the bottom and giving it a good rip up, and then letting it just free fall to the bottom. Some of the fish I've been catching, they're just there on the lift. That last one I felt them smack it. There's one. Okay. So sauger, smack that rip and wrap. Still just fishing that rip and wrap really aggressively along the bottom. It's not fast and furious, but I'm getting some bites. Still looking for a better fish. But these guys are keeping me entertained in the meantime. The rain's kind of let up a little bit. It's pretty comfortable out here despite the rain. Nice and quiet. Beautiful evening. Fish. Another little guy. Not too bad. Not terrible. Walleye. Full of spunk. Are there no big walleye in this river? What is going on? We're back to the jig. Been using that rip and wrap for a while now and got some fish. Let's see what the jig does. The jig's a little more subtle. A little different profile. There's one. It's a little better. Oh yeah. Okay. There we go. Got a little pull to us here. Right on here. This one's pulling good. Okay, nice walleye. I'll get him in the net, I hope. Kind of in an awkward position here. More like it. Nice fish. Get him back. Using a 3/8 ounce VMC jig head with the liquid Willowcat. Orange and Snowshine fluke. That's what those fish have been hitting. Go. It's decent. Nice walleye. Oh, and then Yep, that fluke. Seems like we just had to wait for a couple hours into dark before they started really piling in here. Now that fluke is on fire. That's the way I like to catch them. The rip and wrap's fine, but when I can get them on a jig and plastic, that's the way to go. It's another beautiful fish. Oh, got some extra light here. Got a barge coming up river. He's gonna lock through. I turn the lights on. I don't know if that'll affect my fishing or not. We will see. Hopefully they don't hide from me. Those lights on. Fish. Okay, so there's a few hanging around. I was thinking I turned the lights on, now I can't catch anything. But there is one in there yet. It's a sauger. But it is kind of an interesting development. Because when I came over here, initially the lights were on and I wasn't catching fish. And then they shut the lights off, and shortly after that, the fish really seemed to move in here. Now the lights are back on because there's a barge coming up river who's going to lock through. But it seems like the fish kind of scattered out of here again, because I was getting bit on almost every cast, and now that the lights are back on, I brought several casts through there without even getting a tick, and I finally got that one. But he was right up against that barge there, maybe out of the light a little bit. But I'm gonna try a few more casts here right up along the barge, see if there's a few more fish still hanging out. But if that's the case, that the lights coming on is scattering these fish, it may not be worthwhile hanging out here for much longer. It's going to take a while for that barge to lock through and for them to shut the lights off, and then the fish to move back in. Fish. A few hanging out yet. Just a little walleye, sauger. Well guys, I had a great evening on the river fishing in the dark. When these lights came on, it seemed like the bite really slowed down. I'm gonna head off and get some rest, but we caught some great fish. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. Until next time, we'll see you out on the river.